what's up, Spartans? My name is Zach, and welcome back to the Spartan Times. We have 4 more amazing stories to show you guys this week, especially highlights from last week's football game against the Midland High School. Speaking of football, NFL season has just begun. So let's take a look and see what some students had to say about it.
What's up, Spartans? Welcome to the 2018 NFL preview. The NFL season is just around the corner and there has been some big name moves during the offseason. To start off, the Browns drafted Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield with the first overall pick, joining a Browns team that hasn't had a good quarterback for over 15 years and is currently in the rebuilding process. Penn State college running back star Saquon Barkley was drafted second overall by the New York Giants, helping them in the backfield and hopefully will help give Eli Manning more time in the pocket and take the Giants back into the playoffs. One of the biggest offseason trades was all-pro wide receiver Jarvis Landry going from the Dolphins to the Browns, with the Browns sending the Dolphins a 2018 4th-round pick and a 2019 7th-round pick for Landry. Another big-name trade was Legion of Boom all-pro cornerback Richard Sherman going to the rival San Francisco 49ers. Richard Sherman suffered a season-ending Achilles injury last season with the Seahawks. Richard Sherman will hopefully help the rebuilding 49ers return back to the top of the NFC West. With all that happened during the offseason, we went out and asked a couple of students and teachers what they thought about the offseason and the upcoming NFL season.
Our NFL team would be the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
The New Orleans Saints.
Colts. It's hard to tell right now, but I feel like the Patriots will be there. I don't doubt it.
Well, I really think the Dallas Cowboys will make it to the Super Bowl. I think they'll play I would say the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think the Giants, for sure. I don't know who they're going to go versus, but I know the Giants.
And I'm going to go with the Patriots because they always make it.
I think the Giants, they got the best pick of the draft.
Some of the teams, I think, didn't get good picks, like the Browns. I think they should have drafted Baker Mayfield, number 1, because they had Tyrod.
I think it was a good draft. I like that one of the UTEP guys got drafted 2nd round. I think that was good for El Paso. And I think the draft, although I wouldn't have picked Baker Mayfield first, I think it was a very interesting draft.
It's good for the 49ers because their defense sucks.
I think it's a good pickup for the Niners. He's a good player, and he still has a lot of years left in him still.
I think it's bad because he should have stayed in Seattle.
I think that's going to be a good fit for the Niners. They needed some help in their secondary, so I think he's going to be able to shore that up for them and give them some extra veteran help from the secondary.
The Dolphins really messed up with that because Jarvis Landry's a really elite player.
I think he's going to make them better. He has good leadership skills.
Who are the Browns? They're still going to be irrelevant.
Well, there are some people's thoughts on the NFL offseason and predictions for the upcoming NFL season. Go 49ers, and back to the studio.
Thanks, Josiah, for showing us the students' feedback on the upcoming football season. Now, have you ever wondered how your favorite teachers got into teaching? Well, while you were wondering that, Adrian went out and asked some teachers how they got started.
After I started working as a movie theater manager and I got my degree, one of my dream jobs had always been to work as a video production student, and once I figured out that that was something that I was interested in doing, this job opened up back in 2014 and I applied, and I was lucky enough to get the job at what I consider to be the best high school in the city.
So, the job landed in my path. I was applying right after I was going to graduate with my master's, and I was applying all over Austin, and I was sending in all these applications and nobody was getting back to me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to apply in El Paso. So I did, and the first job opening was Pebble Hills, and that's the first call I got, first interview I got, and first job I got. So I just thought it was like fate.
Has there ever been a point where you genuinely thought, I can't do this anymore?
No, sir. I view that all the students that come into my class are my responsibility, and I want them to not only be a reflection of me and the values that I espouse in the classroom, but more importantly to learn and to be within a supportive environment.
I'll be really honest with you. Yeah, there's plenty of times in teaching that I think, I there's probably people who could be doing this 10 times better, like this is too hard, but then there's always those moments that kind of balance it out, and I think, okay, this is what I was meant to do.
You know, I've never thought to myself that the job is too hard or that I can't do this anymore, because everyone's really simple, really easy to work with here at this campus. All the teachers, all the administrators, and the kids themselves are really top of the line, but it's never hard to where I want to quit or I want to throw my hands up and give up.
What made you say, I want to teach?
What made me want to teach is because my mother was a teacher also, and she always had a love for not only her students, but everything that went into teaching.
I got to a certain point as a manager at a movie theater where I realized that my ceiling was pretty low, and if I was gonna ever go beyond that, I was gonna have to move. I was gonna have to be kind of like a nomad, moving from city to city as I worked my way through the ranks, and that really wasn't for me. Plus, everyone in my family is a college graduate, and I didn't want to be the only one who wasn't. So I went to EPCC first, excellent college, took all my basics, and then that's when I transferred to NMSU.
What does your retirement look like?
My retirement, I'll be like 60 when I retire, so I'll probably never ever want to be in a classroom again because I would have been there for 30 years, so I would just probably be laying down a lot in my pajamas. Like I would never brush my hair or anything, ever.
My ideal retirement scenario is to win the lottery and to retire next year, but if that doesn't work out, you know, being a teacher is actually a lot of fun and it's invigorating. I feel younger, putting in the years, working towards my pension, and hopefully one day being able to retire. Sounds like a really excellent idea to me. But you never know, life can throw you a lot of curveballs along the way. I'm the type of person who just likes to kind of go with the flow. So whatever ends up happening, I'll be open arms and ready for it. And if it's being a teacher for 30 years, I'll thank my lucky stars every day. But if it's to do something else, I hope it's as much fun as being a teacher is, being able to work with kids.
Thanks, Adrian, for showing us how those teachers got into teaching. And we here at the Spartan Times want to thank every single teacher for what they do. Now, let's take a look at some students' opinions on high school in only 3 words.
Hey Spartans! Today we're going to get into the minds of seniors and have them describe their high school life in just 3 words. Let's take a look.
What do I say after this? Fast, sucky, and lame. I didn't really get to experience that much because of how fast it went, and it's pretty lame because a lot of people ruined half of it. So
I'd say it was exhausting, just like all the work and stuff like that, and even like just how early you have to wake up every day. You just come home and you just want to go to sleep like already. And then especially like from freshman year to senior year, like freshman year I would stay up all night, but now like senior year I go to sleep at like 9 or 10.
Stressful, fun, and fast. It was stressful because I have a bunch of AP classes. It was fast because like I still feel like I'm in 9th grade freshman year, and that sucks. And it was fun because we always have like these pep rallies.
Epic, legendary, and like a roller coaster. For me, it was awesome. I had great experiences, but there's some things that it could be stressful, it could be overwhelming.
Adventurous, exciting, and unpredictable.
It was fun for sure, but it was really stressful at times. I got stressful a lot. But it was amazing overall. It was a great experience. It was fun. I don't think there's anything like high school. It's like special. It's its own experience.
Sadly, it's time for me to go. But I hope you enjoy our Pebble Hill seniors. And remember, you're only a senior once. Just make the best of it. See you next time.
Well, I already have my 3 words. I'm so tired. Thanks, Shasta, for that video. It's an interesting way to see all you guys' opinions. Before I sign off, let's finally take a look at last week's highlights from our football game. I'm Zach, Wes's, Deuces, I'm out.